Union Chapel was the home church that we all grew up in. My dad, it was 8 of them in my dad's family. And 5 boys, 3 girls. That was our homegrown nurture. A lot of mothers that inspired. And my father's mother, at his birth, unfortunately, it was either him or her. She chose him because she passed away at his birth. But they all looked out for each other. Grandpa was able to remarry, and they grew up still loving it, still singing. They had Jesus had blessed them with amazing gift that all of them, per one, Aunt Odessa, I didn't know Aunt Odessa, she passed away early. But I know all of the rest of them sung in a choir. Some later, but the majority of them were gifted to sing. It was in their DNA, if you will.
Can you list them?
Yes. Uncle Thomas, which was the oldest. Uncle Ed, the next oldest. Uncle Thomas joined in later with the singing. They didn't think Uncle Thomas won't get in there, but he got in there. Uncle Ed was a singer. Uncle Harold, which was Reverend Dr. Harold Timberlake, he was a singer. Uncle Mack, which was Dr. Mack Timberlake Sr., he was a singer. Dr. Harold Timberlake singer. And then Dad, he was a singer. All those brothers. And then the sisters, Aunt Odessa, the oldest one. Aunt Lily Mae, she was a singer. Had the beautiful opera-like type voice. And then the youngest sister, Aunt Ella, sang like a mockingbird. And Union Chapel would love Sunday mornings when that junior choir, gospel choir, would sing until the power of the Holy Ghost fell. And I'm standing on the front row, just enjoying it. I was little, I didn't know. I was just happy to get in there, But yes, the foundation, and they all I think Aunt Lily Mae was and Uncle Ed. They were the two, and Uncle Thomas at times, that continued to stay with Union Chapel. Because Dr. Harold, Dr. Mack, ministry called them, and they had to go. To their perspective, Dr. Harold Sr., New Hope Granville, Missionary Baptist Church in Oxford, pastored that for years and years and years, and they loved him. He was solid too, as a rock. Loved him. Dr. Mack Timberlake Sr., the same thing. Oak Grove and Olive Grove, Missionary Baptist Church in Oxford. Now, Dr. Mack lived in Butner, North Carolina. Dr. Harold lived in Durham, North Carolina. So distance was nothing for them. None of them were in their cities. None of them were, appointed to places in their cities. And then Jesus called Dad, Reverend Jesse Timberlake. Wow. To Cedar Grove Missionary Baptist Church. And 38 years. And they loved him. He caught the hearts of the mothers. He was good looking. He was down to earth. No big eyes, no little U's. You didn't have to cross every T. You didn't have to dot every I. He could go there with you. And they loved him. He caught the hearts of the mothers. So the fathers really, all they could do is just, the mothers were solid. They had the strength. And the fathers eventually fell in line, because they loved him too. Nobody like Reverend Timberlake. Nobody like Reverend Timberlake. And I can laugh because you had Olive Grove or Oak Grove, you had New Hope Person, and you had Cedar Grove. And it was like, ain't nothing like my pastor. When they would meet or members would meet, ain't nothing like my pastor. And they was like, ain't nothing like my pastor, So it was just and they would laugh about it as I would be little in their presence. And I can hear them say, we got to make it about Jesus and let the people know it's not about us. We're just servants. And we love what we do. And they just had, they had that. Love's different back then. It was pure. It was real. They had it on an automatic lockdown. And people loved them. You're not going to get everybody to love you. I don't care where you go. But the majority made their tenure at their churches, especially Cedar Grove. I can speak for Cedar Grove. They loved Dad, which they end up loving us. They loved Dad. They loved Mom. And they loved me. I was the only brother that was there with them through their tenure. And they looked out for us. They really did. Big love for Cedar Grove, Missionary Baptist Church. Beautiful memories. And of course, with sunshine, there's going to be some rain, but that's just naturally in everybody's life. But oh, the beautifulness and the love. Dad was a big heart to show love. And they got it. Those that didn't already have it. And it was like a hand in a glove.